Hi, and welcome to this hypnosis for caregivers. It's a session I've wanted to do for some time as I have some experience with caregiving. And I know that just even this step of you taking the time to begin to watch this video is already monumental, and that you already feel like you don't have time for it. So I invite you, if you can't watch the whole thing now, to make a date for yourself right now. And it's not about watching, you'll be closing your eyes. I'm only here on camera so you can see the human being in this age of AI. But if you can't fully listen right now, make an appointment with yourself right now for the time that you can come back. And now find yourself a comfortable position where you're not actually going to sleep, but a way where you can be either reclined, just slightly lifted. That said, if you do fall asleep, don't worry about it. But we want to allow you to actually get the deep relaxation and come back completely restored. So go ahead now. Find a position. If you're lying in a bed, then just put a few pillows under your head and allow your eyes to find a spot, perhaps where the ceiling meets the wall. Just allowing the eyes so that they're lifted. And now, as you begin to allow the eyes to focus, just notice how your own breath just comes in and out. And as the eyes continue to focus, just allowing, noticing how wonderful it feels to let these eyes begin to get a little bit heavier, to let your eyes begin to feel the weight of the desire to close. And the eyes may begin to blink, sometimes a little faster and sometimes slower. But on one of these eyes, on one of these blinks, it's just going to feel better to close the eyes. And now, with eyes closed, tuning into the easy, natural rhythm of your breath, I want you to take a breath slow into the belly, and I'll count it with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you take this breath, counting in your own mind, imagine that the breath is gently flowing into the belly. And as it reaches the very top, just as a wave on the shore gently turns around and recedes, imagine the breath is turning at the top imperceptibly and then exhaling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And at the bottom, that same turnaround. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just now allowing the breath to return to its own natural rhythm. Observing now if the exhale is the same or longer than the inhale. and just allowing it to be back into the easy, natural rhythm of your breath. And I'm going to ask you to focus, bringing your focus all the way down to your feet, and very gently tightening the muscles of the feet, noticing any stress that's poured into these muscles and tightening those muscles and taking a deep breath in, holding at the top, exhaling, releasing, allowing the feet to completely relax. And in your mind, imagining the number 5 just drifting away. Noticing that as the feet let go, the body shifts into deeper comfort. And now focusing on the muscles from the ankles up to the thigh, gently tightening all of those muscles. Tightening, tightening, and breathing in and holding up at the top, holding. Exhaling the muscles of the legs, completely releasing. And the number 4, floating away. Feeling the legs get heavier and heavier, and the body shift into a deeper calm. And now noticing the muscles around the solar plexus, the belly, and up through the ribs, gently tightening. So often tension is here already. Allowing that tension to get stronger as you use the muscles of your own body. Tightening and breathing, holding now at the top. And exhaling, releasing all through the belly. Letting those muscles get heavier and heavier. And the number 3, drifting away. Bringing your attention now to the muscles along the shoulders, all the way down to the fists. Tightening the shoulders, raising them up, tightening the biceps, tightening all the way down, even the fists, tightening, raising those shoulders up, raising them up and breathing in and holding and holding. Exhale, drop the shoulders, open the palms, release what you've been carrying. Out with the number 2, flowing, and feel the body get heavier and shift. And now no clenching, no tightening, just noticing. Is your brow furrowed? Are your eyes tense? Is there tension around the nose and lips? Just ever so slightly wrinkling the nose, bringing some tension, not clenching, bringing the attention, breathing in all the way to the top of the head, holding now, holding. And as you exhale with intention, releasing the forehead, dropping the eyes, the muscles around the nose and mouth, imagining allowing that full release, feeling the body calm, breathing in the number 1, drifting away. And bringing your attention now to the top of the head, as if you might imagine a single ray of sunlight touching the very top of the head, just warming and soothing, exactly the right temperature for you. As that warmth begins to drop down through the top of the head, soothing and spilling over the forehead, flowing over the eyes, melting away. Further tension around the temples, into the jaw, the back of the head, flowing down now, the nape of the neck, Feeling now, focusing on the jaw, and the jaw releasing 1 millimeter. And with the next exhale, the jaw releasing 1 more millimeter. That soothing, calming warmth flowing down into the throat. Imagining now sunlight just touching along the shoulders, melting, dissolving whatever's carried there here today, releasing. That warmth now flowing down the upper arms, over the elbows, forearms. Imagining now if this each finger unpeels like the petals of a flower, and feel the warmth touching the center of your hand. Breathing it in through the arms all the way back up. That warmth glowing, dropping into the throat and into the chest, now expanding, opening. The heart warming, dissolving all that's around. So that now the powerful heart and lungs and mind together send a message to each and every cell and fiber of your being that this is the time to receive. This is the time to let go. Flowing, allowing now deeper into the heart. Giving yourself permission now to receive and go just a little bit deeper. Dropping down into the midsection. That warmth touching along the muscles of the spine, easing and soothing. Flowing down the mid-back and all throughout. The organs nourished, warmed, and comforted. And flowing down now over hips. That warmth flowing down over thighs. The backs of thighs and over knees. And shins and calves. Out through ankles, the tops of feet, and Achilles. And now feeling it flow out of the bottom of the feet, deep into the earth, as if now from deep within, as if there's a magnet from deep within the earth pulling out what is no longer needed, no longer wanted, no longer yours. And around the ankles, this pooling light begins to gently swirl up and around ankles and knees, thighs and hips, center of the body, the shoulders, all the way within and all the way without, up around the throat, the neck, up to the top of the head, as if now a golden wave can simply flow down, taking with it anything else, unwanted, unneeded, no longer yours. So as I count down from 5 to 0, each number taking you just a little bit deeper into even more comfort. At 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and deep sleep, drifting into an even deeper comfort. And just allowing yourself now, as if standing in this golden pool of light, flowing from below and above and expanding all around you. Standing now in a shaft of light completely held, supported. And within this light, a cleansing and a clearing. Here now finding, allowing just the essence of you. All other energy flowing away. Here in this place, allowing an even deeper connection to comfort and calm. So that seeing yourself now standing at the top of a beautiful symbolic staircase of 20 steps, allowing it to just begin to come into view. You might see it perhaps as a staircase of rich, dark wood or cool, clear marble, or a staircase made of glass, warm and inviting, comforting. With each step down this staircase, your calm deepens ×2, each number amplifying a deeper sense of comfort, calm, and peace. Stepping down now at 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and deep sleep. Drifting now into an even deeper comfort. And here now at the bottom of your symbolic staircase, feeling a sensation just rising within, this sensation of just allowing, and in this allowing yourself permission to forgive yourself, allowing this permission to forgive yourself. And from this allowing, noticing a door begins to open wide before you, and it is a place of beauty and restoration. Here within, you may find a beautiful, rich, steaming bath. You may find a rich butterscotch leather chair. You may find a window with starlight just outside. And somewhere in this room is a place for you to find the deepest comfort in reclining. Allowing now the colors of this room to come into play. Do not be surprised if in fact the room is indoor, outdoor, or if the room is covered in a dome, allowing the night sky to shine through. This room for you is the place of deepest comfort, allowing the eyes to feast on the colors, noticing the colors get brighter and brighter, feeling as if the color is in fact coming right through, settling, finding a place in your body, as if now you might hear color, taste it, or smell it, and breathing in the smells of this place of deepest comfort, allowing the senses to completely enliven, tuning into the sounds of the place. Is there the sound of gentle music or a breeze, or the sound of silence, or a distant waterfall? What are the sounds bubbling through to you right now? The sounds of deepest comfort. And if you haven't already, find in this place, just simply lie down. And And whether you are, in fact, in the water or on a recliner or settled into the earth itself, you may notice there's just a sensation of being suspended, a sensation almost of floating, a sensation of being completely held so that you might simply mold into the place you are while the body just floats. And noticing what it feels like to simply be at ease here in this place with senses completely connected. And you're also just imagining the ease of letting go. That here in this place, all that is no longer yours, not wanted, simply cannot belong. And so you might see it just floating away. Just a sensation of knowing that what no longer serves you was never yours, simply cannot exist in this room, in this place. And your own knowing connects with this deepest comfort and truth of who you are, the connection of your warm and giving heart, giving yourself permission to forgive yourself for whatever it may be that is not enough. Here in this place, just the allowing, releasing of all expectation, releasing of all discomfort. Here in this place of restoration. So you may also notice a quality within this space, the quality you might feel in a live forest or a wide meadow, the feeling of life simply being in harmony, growing, soothing, giving back to itself as the sun beats down and the water rises and the rain falls. In this system, completely harmonized and closed, this is your system of restoration. All that you need within, the breath, the support, the smells, the sight, the colors, bring yourself back into a place within of utter wholeness. Here within, your system is complete, allowing yourself to draw from this energy of life giving, deepening, expanding, so that each and every cell receives this loving kindness, allowing now this restoration to go even deeper, feeling the body floating, receiving, as if now the messages being received are simply ones of comfort, of calm, of deep restoration. And this deep core allows you to completely disengage from any negativity, criticism from anyone around you and yourself, coming back to this place of deep calm and giving yourself the gift of a different reaction. no matter what it is coming towards you. It triggers this response of warmth and comfort and wholeness, allowing yourself to allow others to have their critical natures, to allow others to have their own journeys, no matter how painful. And here, from this place of deep restoration, you give yourself the gift of yourself, of this life giving force and the deep support within. And just deepening the breath now, allowing yourself another moment. Breathe in the colors, the scents, and the sound. And knowing that your body and mind remembers this moment. And finding a place now, perhaps a color, sensation, or a place even in the body to deepen the calm. And now you'll remember to anchor yourself to this place by breathing into the count of 3, holding to the count of 3, exhaling to the count of 6, and in your mind or out loud saying calm. One more time, breathing into the count of 3, holding to the count of 3, exhaling to the count of 6, and in your mind or out loud saying calm. If you like, you can take the fingers of your dominant hand and press them together. Breathing into the count of 3, holding to the count of 3. As you exhale, releasing the fingers in your mind or out loud, saying calm. One more time, that's fingers together, breathing into the count of 3, holding to the count of 3, and releasing to the count of 6. Exhaling and releasing the fingers. And settling back in now to this sensation, floating and restoration. Knowing that in just a moment, we're going to count out from 0 to 5. Now, if you'd like to continue and move on and just drift off into sleep, if this is a time and a place that you can sleep, then your mind will just ignore these numbers. And when you wake, you'll awake feeling refreshed and restored and utterly whole. And now just going a little bit deeper at 0 and just beginning to come up now at 1 with a deep cleansing breath in which each number that I count out, this feeling of calm and peace gets twice as strong. Counting up at 2, 3, another deep cleansing breath, awareness of the arms and legs. 4, more and more present where you are in the room. And then 5, with eyes open, wide awake.